Well, first of all, I want to apologize for that last video. Some of my triggers got triggered, and I had to center myself and calm myself down, which led me to wanting to do this video. Had other plans, but our spirit and the Creator has a lot more things to do. And with all this that's going on in the world, and like I said, I try to be positive. We just need to take a breath sometimes, and I had to. Oh, I did to calm myself. I realize that life is precious, and as I've gotten older, I've realized it even more so. You know, they called it the golden age, but you know, I still like to go ride horses and four wheeling. I walk 10, 15 miles a week at least, and then some. I still go swimming. I still hike. I still ride horses, and sometimes about a couple of weeks ago, I saddle up some mules, or not saddle them up. Sorry, put them on a wagon, went for a little wagon ride down in Whitley County. Anyway, I want to add this video. See this tree behind me right here? That's a shady bark hickory nut tree, a big one, beautiful big one. I came over to see a friend, and I asked him if I could use this tree as a prop. He said, yeah. And my grandfather, I told him one day, I said, Grandpa, I was young. I said, all my friends think I'm kind of, not right sometimes because I see things and know things, and it scares them. He looked at me and said, Henry, the mighty oak is a nut that held its ground. And that stayed with me all my life. The mighty oak is a nut that held its ground. How many times people think we're crazy, off the wall, don't understand this. But remember, this hickory nut is a mighty hickory nut that held its ground. With that said, today, sometime today, take a breath, and I want you to take and find somebody and call them up. Because I'm really seeing that all this craziness, that life is precious and things are accelerating really, really fast to the point that it's kind of overwhelming trying to stay balanced and centered. So today, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you watch this video, I got my triggers stirred today, and I worked through them, calm myself. Take a breath. Life is precious. We only have this moment. And with all this happening, it really got me to see how precious life really is. And we take it for granted. We think we're going to be here forever and ever and ever. Maybe we are. I mean, I've read books about the immortals. I've read books about, other immortals and people that have been here for thousands of years. There's even a video out about that stuff. But take a breath and call somebody today, whether through Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media you have learned to use. I'm trying to just now learn YouTube. There's a lot more to learn. Take a breath and call somebody up and just say, hey, I was thinking about you, and I just wanted to check on you and see how you're doing. Genuinely check and see how they're doing. Hey, how are you? And be willing to listen, not to give a response, but just to listen. They may say, man, today's really been frustrating, just like I was. I've been watching the news and it's crazy. I've been watching this and I've been feeling this, and just listen. A lot of times we don't listen. We just want to give a response. And listen, just share. So I want to encourage all the people that watch these videos. It's not many, but like I said, I'll keep it raw and straight to the point, the best I can. With the holidays coming, and I've said this again in another video, a lot of us are going to get kind of triggered and frustrated. But seriously, today, life is precious. Just call somebody, your family member, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. Maybe you've been in strain with your family. And just say, hey, I love you. Most of us on this planet right now, in the last 40, 50 years, we have trauma from so much stuff. Childhoods that are crazy, being bullied, whatever. And it's hard to stay balanced when a world, a paradigm, an old paradigm wants to control you and me. They cannot control us calling somebody up and saying, hey, I love you. And life is precious. You know, the other day I went and saw my mother. She's 91, I think. I took her by the hand and I said, Mom, I said, I love you. She took my hand. We've never held hands since I've been a little boy. I said, Mom, have I done anything to hurt you or disappoint you? You know, it's just what it was. She took my hand, she squeezed it real hard, said, Son, I love you. Yes, we didn't agree on some things, but you know what? You're different. And I finally realized that that's the way you are. And I've known that since you were born. You just didn't seem to fit in. She said I was like a skeleton key trying to fit in a round hole. And she said, you know, that made you different. And I just want you to know that I love you and I just love you. And you know, it touched my heart to hear that from my mother. Because, you know, she's 91. Well, how much longer is she going to be here? And at that moment, man, there was so much love on us. We just sat there and held hands for over an hour. Just enjoyed each other's presence. We weren't talking about whether we had this fight or that fight. So call somebody today. Maybe go hold their hand. Have a good day. And remember, you are a beautiful, human, higher universal man here at the most glorious time, even though it don't seem like it right now. I'll tell you that later.